Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to for Yahweh Shem Shai, for Shem Pakarash. Call Halame Yahweh Shem Shai, for Shem Pakarash. As in the ancient Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh, in the name of Shai, in the name of the Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Shai. I want to give the honors to our elders and apostles of Great Stone, and Shalom to all the brothers and Modi, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to all I believe in this gospel. Shalom. Bring us up from Camp James, Jamaica, and this lesson, as you can see, titled, It is Even the Time of Jacob's Trouble. And brother shared this video here, you know, Alex Colombo, Moria Wilson in the Valleys. I guess this is his channel, the Tim Dillon Show. And fair use, this is not to name any form of monetary gain, and this is a specification sake, you know. So I'm just gonna play first, just roughly 10 minutes, starting at 10 minutes in this video, and going here with everybody I want to say, but you're part of Fear in the Know, Big Sellout.
About getting it, and I understand what you're saying. It's so wild to think about this. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm going to be 1,000,000,000,000% clear.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for sensational reasons.
No, for sure.
Okay. I want to be all I do is study this. So this is the normal threat continuum. So on the ladder, indictments, civil stuff, garbage, impeachments, take them off the ballot. And so next is assassination. So if you're a deep state and you shoot at the king, you miss. What's next? You don't just try to blow the king up with a truck bomb. You don't just try to poison his food. That's the standard procedure in history. You then attack black churches, black colleges with truck bombs or mass shooters. But the truck bombs great when you're desperate because you don't even have to wind up a shooter. You just do it and claim a Trump supporter. So they have already said, Senator Blumenthal, that's running the attacks on me, and others have said, they've introduced legislation that when he's president-elect, which is not just 112 days of the election, or 113. It's that in that 79 days from the early November to January 20th, when he gets inaugurated, that 79 days, the Democrats have said there's going to be massive civil unrest. And when Trump tries to call up the National Guard under the Insurrection Act, they've introduced a bill to strip him of that power, which is a coup against the executive. So they've already, I go on for hours, they pre-programmed all of this, where they're going to stage attacks on black people. That's all pre-programmed, all the shows, all the movies, everything. Say Trump supporters behind it, and they believe that will trump, pun intended, everything Trump is saying, everything.
All right. So this devil himself, what one would say the plan, basically next is to attack, so-called black people, show niggers out there, chief layer of the house of, well, I can say, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi from the nation of Israel, so-called niggers, Native Americans, most Latinos, or the children of Israelites, according to the scriptures. But yeah, so we know the world is going to a civil war, chief America, really. And, time of Jacob's trouble is coming. This year is dubbed the full year of Jacob's trouble. And again, Jacob's surname was changed over Israel, which we are descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let's go straight into the scriptures. So this is what basically is being put out there. Say, oh yeah, the Democrats are basically going to stage and talk to abortion. It's all staged, and at the end of the day, it's all a part of prophecy. So let's get it. This is I'm gonna start at 1 and then skip down. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I have put in thy mouth, said the Lord. So we're here to speak prophecy. We're here to tell you what's coming before it come to pass. They give one of people warning, whether they want to hear or they don't want to hear. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, where they are faithful and true. So we have the biblical canon right now in the book. Now we have it digitally as well. on the computer, on the web, if you will. Verse 3 says, Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Incredulity go back to what? Basically doubt, faithless, lack of belief. Don't make that trouble yourself. Some people don't believe, when them speak, say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, oh, you're about, oh, you're mad. Left that alone. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in the unfaithfulness. You know why? Because they might get caught up into it. I'll catch him as a thief in the night, as is written. So let's scroll down. I'll read down, well, skipping to verse 14. It says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So we're even in Jamaica, this whole coming election as well, basically it's been staged, it's mere set to be to be bloody. PNP versus Labour in America, you have Democrat versus Republicans. It's all to set the stage of you get chaos. So the elites them, can have chaos, and then from that chaos, they try to implement order, which one of the chief thing they want to do is implement the mark of the beast, which is RFID chip. Right? And now I call the population as well, the part of the plan. So the scripture speaks about what? Sedition among men, right? It says, For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, when people shall stand up to fight against it, and swords in their hand. So people go and take it to the streets, so people go and hit one another and try to fight, right? For there shall be sedition among men, so people rising up against or speaking against the authority. Steal, oh, you're pastor, oh, stop the steal, oh, you are corrupt, oh, this or that, whatever reasons. They're being pushed out there to get the people riled up. It says, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. I will say that mean 2020 with Capitol Hill running, and that's just a snippet of what to come, because it's gonna get worse. The movie come out the other day, Civil War, right? People take it to the streets and regard them rulers. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall decide to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because they're going to be locked down, barricades, chaos out there. And the whole pandemic show you a snippet of that as well, when there was lockdown, curfews, right? Quarantines. It says, For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And what basically take place in this situation is that you Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos, you Israelites going to get caught up into this. It says, A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, this is Jeremiah 30, verse 5. It says, For thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. So it's a crying, being done. Is it a cry for joy? Oh, people are sure because they enjoy themselves? No. Right, it says not of peace, but of trembling, of fear. Right, so people are bubble you, people are losing, people go through hell. People get frightened, fearful. So the mighty man are cry there bitterly. Right, because destruction upon destruction, more than what them can deal with perplexity. That's what's coming in these last days, and Jacob going to be caught in the midst of it. Even out there in Russia, there was a song sung by some Christopher Church, I believe. I said them walk up on America, bomb the enemy's land while niggers are sleeping. Verse 6 says, Ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and our faces are turned into paleness. So the prophet asked you, what one? Why am I saying man hold them waist and a ball like woman in I give birth, and face pale, pale face is like when you're basically when you use the word, well, it can be when you're hungry, it's when you go through severe pain, you're tired, you're weary, right? Or dumbfounded, you're shocked. It says, Alas, for that day is great. So the time is coming, such a great time. It should say what? So that none is like it. So the level of chaos that's going to be on the earth very soon, no day in history can compare to it. And what take this? It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? The elect won't be saved out of it. Because Scripture said that the multitude perished then that was born in vain. But Scripture said it's even the time of Jacob's trouble. So even I must say the whole 2024 election will come up to November, right? I'm gonna tell you say the plan is basically what? Possibly stage, mass killing for niggas caught up in it, yeah. And we see wearing in the crown royal them states that we were the born that we set, you know. And a lot of things going on, things going on basically cause the most I prophecy fulfilled. The most I want Jake Feely. And the farmer last lick, is my punishment, right? And I scripture speaks about the devil, coming down. Let's get that real quick. Because this is, the leads them set up by the Most High, and then he leads them on stages. And leads of the so-called warriors, that is, them gutter rats. Revelation 12, verse 12 says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. So the more you try use chaos to bring forth them order, because things them see say, this will come to a wrap. Right? So they more have to get them dream in a mural order, see if them cannot upset prophecy or obstruct prophecy and get control of the earth forever and ever. It's certain they think that the whole shall continue forever. So we can get that real quick. 49. Yeah. Psalms 49 and 11 says, Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, so these elites here, the most will continue, the rulership from kingdom will continue forever. Let's do say pride deceiving. What him will hold with a bang, him will go with a fight, him not just throw down, himself and throw me in chains. No. And the most I don't want to tie that guy. She will say what they were frightened and do his fight, which going back to war in heaven now take place in future prophecy, right? So this is Ezekiel 21 verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. So a sore slaughter, I mean, whole heap of people are starting to put to death by this, these events that's going to come up on the stage there, right? And that's going to basically erupt what cause civil unrest ultimately. Chaos. So that's what he's wanted. That's what they're going to push. It says, It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer. No, Esau, him blessed with the sword of that. It says, Cry and hold, Son of man, for it shall be upon my people, the Israelites, shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. Right? It says, Because it is a trial, and what if the sword contemneth even the rod? It shall be no more, said the Lord. How shall shine? Right? So the destruction is coming. The time of Jacob's trouble is coming. Is it only elect will be saved from this? When we serve on the said pearls, people going to get caught up into it. See where, the civil unrest and bro, and Trump, creepy Biden, basically I will step down, saying more pass the Biden to our Kamala Harris, allegedly. So we see a lot of things going down, prophecies, speeding up on the boat, come to pass. The RFID chip as well, look out for that, World War III. People going to be caught into it. Certain it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. The boy scripture speaks about what? The elect, right? He shall be saved out of it. Right? And that's how I look forward for you. We look forward for deliverance from the pearls that's coming. So hope this is edifying to you like out there. They're giving our praise to our poor Howard Shem Shaibo Shem Kakadash. The one is into elders and apostles of Britain and Stone. Shalom. Shalom.